Hafa Adai. This past week, we celebrated Guam's 78th Liberation Day and reflected on the strength and resilience of our people. Right now, we are concerned about pandemic trends around the world, evolving variants, waning health practices, increasing COVID cases. Many places are now reintroducing health and safety protocols to stop the spread. On Guam, we know from our experience that our island is not immune to these global trends. In recent weeks, our local healthcare leaders have monitored a rise in new COVID cases and hospital admissions. This reaffirms what we cannot fail to remember. Our fight with this virus is not yet over. Because our community has worked tirelessly to get on the road to recovery, we must remain compassionate as well as firmly decisive in how we continue to move forward. We remind those experiencing COVID symptoms to get tested. If you are taking a home test, don't forget to report a positive result to public health and isolate at home for 5 days. If symptoms worsen, contact your healthcare provider immediately or seek emergency care. In consultation with our healthcare and hospital leaders, we are also strongly advising the use of face masks, especially in indoor settings. We advise all businesses and government agencies, especially those in customer service, to recommend the use of face masks for both employees and patrons at your place of business. We advise all senior citizens and those with comorbidities and the family members of service workers that care for these high-risk groups to wear their mask. We remind everyone that in healthcare settings, including hospitals and clinics, masks remain mandatory for the protection of vulnerable patients and frontliners. To be clear, this is not a reinstatement of restrictions. This is a precautionary recommendation and a kind reminder that we each can continue to do our part in this face of the pandemic. Throughout this time, you have answered this responsibility. You rolled up your sleeves to get the protection the vaccine and boosters provide. And even when safety requirements were lifted, I know that many of you have continued to wear your mask in public settings. Your actions speak volumes, and we have every hope that with continued vigilance, we will keep saving lives. We will secure a strong recovery, and we will rise in the very spirit of liberation. Thank you, and si Du'us Ma'asi.